What is going on, guys? My name is Alex, Mr. Snitchy, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the SMLE MK3, the Marksman variant, the Infantry variant, and the Carbine variant. This is the first sniper that you get when you start the multiplayer and you play as the Scout class. Now, before we get into the video, I have a couple things to say. Number one, I did start a Twitter, so if you guys want to do that, come follow me. It's Mr. Snitchy. It's going to be a Pikachu with a Pop-Tart body. You guys will be able to find that. Number two, this will probably be the last video until next Friday, just because I do have exams and I want to get some studying into that. Number three, when I did do the recording for this video, about half of my footage did not show up and the other half got corrupted. So I have, I think, like a minute of actual SMLE footage, and the other footage I think I'm just going to put like a BAR footage or just something from a past one that you guys haven't seen yet. It'll be a little weird talking over it, but the message is still the same. Just, I don't know, put your headphones in and just walk with it for a little bit. I mean, that's what I plan on all these videos, but just do that, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and when I return next Friday, hopefully I'll have everything sorted out. Let's get into the video. So, first up we have the SMLE MK3 Marksman. This weapon does 80 damage at a minimum and 100 at max, which is new for Battlefield because they did introduce the sweet spot mechanic into BF1. So out to 20 meters, you're doing 80 damage. From 20 to 40 meters, you're doing anywhere in between 80 to 100 damage. 40 meters to about, I'm going to say, 75 meters, you're doing 100 damage. And 75 meters, or 76 meters and above is going to be anywhere between 100 to 80 damage. So this gives it a very interesting bullets to kill. So anything out to 39 meters, you're doing 2 shots to kill. From 40 to 75 meters, you're doing 1-shot kills. And 76 and above for the meters is a 2-shot kill. So between 40 and 75 meters is the weapon's sweet spot, which means you're going to be doing 100 damage to the face and the upper torso. If you hit them in the arms or the legs, you can only be doing 90 damage. The reason for this is that in Battlefield, you basically get 1-shot multiplier if you have anything in the body, 0.9 if it's any extremity, and a headshot is an insta-kill no matter what, as long as you hit them. The rate of fire on this weapon is 52 rounds a minute, which it's okay. I think it's a little slow, but I guess we'll have to see with the rest of the weapons as we review them. The muzzle velocity is 740 meters a second, meaning you'll have to lead your target just a tad. The magazine size on this weapon is 10, which again is not too bad. I kind of like how big the magazine is, but we'll have to see going forward. The reload on this weapon is okay. If you are doing a complete reload from 0 to 10, it's going to be about 5.5 seconds. However, the stripper clip is half of the total magazine. So a stripper clip takes about 1.7 seconds to completely reload, which is fine. However, the single bullet is about a fifth of a second. So that means for every 3.5 bullets is going to be equaling a stripper clip. So what I'm going to say is if you're going to shoot more than 3 bullets, just wait for a halfway reload and reload. However, if you've only shot like 1 or 2 bullets, just go for the single bullet reload. It's going to save you time in the long run. There is recoil on the sniper, even though that it is bolt action. It is a 2 up and a 1 left and right with a first shot multiplier of 1. So no matter how many times you shoot, it's always going to be the same exact recoil. Trying to find a stat for the ADS was impossible. I really couldn't find one from the website that I use, which is synthetic.com. So I'm just going to leave that at that, and I'm just going to move on. The sight picture is the same, just like this BAR footage is showing. It's got the exact same sight on it. I like it. I mean, I really like the Russian 1895 sight better, but you can't really pick what you're using. Overall, for the Marksman variant, I like the weapon. I think it's a great way to start off the sniper class. I personally don't like the weapon, you guys might, but to each their own. So let's move into the next variant, which is going to be the infantry variant. So the SMLE infantry shares the same stats as the marksman variant across the board. It has two changes, I'll say. Change one is you're using iron sights with it. So if you're gonna get a one-shot kill, you're gonna have to be very, very accurate with those iron sights. When I was playing with it, I found it quite hard to aim and actually shoot effectively at that 40 to 75 meter range. Another problem I have with this variant is that you need 2 shots to kill somebody at the range that you're using it. You're gonna get beaten out by about every other gun in the game, unless the sniper with a marksman variant of their weapon. You may have a leg up on the competition there. Going for headshots is gonna be hard, just because it's a bolt action weapon. If you like it, you're gonna like it. If you don't, you don't. I personally don't, because I really think that the scout class should be far away sniping. Also, if you did do the early enlisted deluxe edition or bought that, the Lawrence of Arabia SMLE is the infantry variant. It has no change whatsoever. You just get a little gold ornate overlay on that. Let's move into the third and final variant, the carbine variant. The final variant of the SMLE is the carbine variant. This has 2 changes. Change 1, you don't use iron sights or the telescopic sight. You use a lens sight, which you guys know how I feel about that. I'm just going to leave it as that. Number 2, you have for some reason a little smaller of a hip fire. Why would you ever want to hip fire this weapon? I don't know. Once again, with the infantry variant, you're going to have the same problem, that you're going to get beaten up by every single type of weapon unless they're not looking or using a marksman variant. It's kind of hard to get kills with the weapon. In my opinion, these weapons are good. They're a great way to introduce a new player to the Battlefield Scout class. Are these the best weapons? I don't know. I like other ones. We'll get to that in a different video. If you guys like this, subscribe, comment, do all this fun stuff. And when I come back next Friday, hopefully I'll have everything sorted out so we can get back to the normal swing of things with the in-depths. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video, and remember, snitches get stitches.